It's now my great pleasure to introduce Bertrade and Mbom, who has been selected by our class to represent them today. Betty is graduating today with a Bachelor of Science degree in Biological Sciences. She's a recipient of one of only 5 Gilman Fellowships awarded nationally to a graduating senior by the Howard Hughes Medical Institute. The fellowship provides full funding for 5 years of study toward the PhD. Betty will be entering Stanford University this fall. Betty?
Thank you, Dr. Cohen, and a special thanks to my family and the members of the Department of Biology. When I think about the Carnegie Mellon experience and its transformative effect, a quote that I heard at a Women in Science meeting comes to mind. Lift as we climb. I feel that there is so much meaning in these 4 simple words. Who are the people who have shaped your experiences over the past 4 years here? How have we or can we serve in that role for others? Lift as we climb. I feel that this quote expresses the commitment to continual learning and growing as a person, scholar, and citizen that is core to the Carnegie Mellon ethos, while also highlighting the responsibility we then have to help lift others along their own climb. That's what Carnegie Mellon is all about. Using our talents and the talents of others to build with each other and grow. The success we have all achieved at this university has been a result of the supportive environment we have evolved in, our talented, diverse group of peers, and the powerful education we receive here. The holistic experience has indeed contributed to our climb. Climbing isn't an easy task. At times it can be very difficult. It requires focus, strength, endurance, teamwork, skill, and determination. Many times we may have been tempted to give up. This is something that I can attest to. Adjusting to the rigor of the work here in my first year was very difficult, and I found myself struggling. During this time, I began questioning my abilities as a student and whether I really belonged here. Sometimes I felt like I was hanging on by my fingertips. But every time I felt like I was going to slip, there was always someone there pulling me up and encouraging me to keep climbing. The agility and balance required to climb can be cumbersome, and luckily, we do not have to face it alone. Think back to the biggest challenge you've had during your time here. What was your mountain? What kept you going? The support of our parents, faculty, advisors, CMARC, coaches, staff, peers, and other mentors have been an essential component of our ascent. Many have gone beyond their standard roles to become personally invested in our success. They have lifted us as we climbed, using their skills and talents to help us become better creators, better thinkers, better problem solvers, better people. While trying to discover our individual voices and harness our specific talents, We have often been a catalyst for each other. My peers at Carnegie Mellon are some of the most extraordinary people I have ever met. We have learned valuable lessons about ourselves and personally grown due to our interactions. Whether it was pulling an all-nighter for an exam or project, gathering at Phi Bar for dollar drinks, or participating in booth and buggy during carnival, we formed bonds and shared experiences that are lifelong, unique, and timeless. Many will attest that Carnegie Mellon is a very challenging academic environment. And unfortunately, most of us are unclear about the benefits and the true power of the education we receive here until after we leave. When I did research at another institution this past summer with students from top schools all over the country, I was fortunate to have the opportunity to gain perspective and appreciate all that Carnegie Mellon is and does. Looking back from the outside gave me an early glimpse of how people view Carnegie Mellon and its students. The recognition and respect for the distinctive preparation we receive is immense. When we're rushing through the cut to get to class on time, spending sleepless hours in Hunt Library, figuring out the next scientific breakthrough in Mellon Institute, convening in the CMARC office, staying up all night in the cluster, working on a programming assignment, spending countless nights in Purnell at rehearsal, or heading to the field for practice, we often forget the significance of what we are doing here. The magnitude of the educational experience has given us the ability to make an impact, not only within our fields of study, but also across disciplinary boundaries and into societal contexts. As we are here, surrounded by the many people who have shared our climb over the last few years, use this time to reflect on the past. Pause long enough to celebrate in the present, but get ready to step into the future. How will we continue to pursue the dreams within our reach while being committed to helping others do so as well? What will your own legacy be, and how do you plan on achieving it? I challenge us to keep climbing. But it's not just about reaching the highest summit. It's about bringing people with us. It's not just about improving our rank. It's about always trying to work harder and be better by advancing the envelope of knowledge, service, and community. Lift as you climb. Thank you.